Okay, welcome back. So today we are going to be building out a GPO to push your WSUS updates to all your clients. So we've already completed WSUS system, and now it's time for us to try to get it out to the network. So let's go ahead and take a look at Hyper-V real quick. So this is my WSUS box, right? Everything's good to go. I have updates coming through, as you can see right here. From if you look over, you'll see updates that are right here, not installed. That will show that I have synchronization succeeded, right? And basically unapproved updates and all that good stuff. So one of the key things you need to know for this GPO, you need to know what port number your WSUS is sitting on, and it is right here because you're gonna need this to push it out to as a GPO. So we're on port 8530, okay, and we don't really have any computers assigned or being pulled in as yet. So we need to try to correct that so that all our systems can be talking to our WSUS. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to jump on our domain controller. So let's bring up our DC. So we'll move this over a little bit. And then let's jump on our domain controller real quick. Let's log in. And now we need to go to group policy. And this is goes basically group policy manager, right? So and on here, this is all the GPOs we've actually created so far. We've been doing a few. So right now we need to do on the group policy objects, we need to create new, and we're going to call this deploy WSUS updates. Let's do deploy WSUS server connection. So this is basically telling me what's happening. All right, so now that this is good, I want to apply this to the entire domain. So I'm going to link an existing GPO. I want to link it all there. All right. And I'm going to enforce it. I'm going to apply this to basically all systems. So I'm going to do all domain users and all domain controllers. And pretty much all domain users. And this should be fine. So the updates normally should be ran as, you know, for security filter, and it's domain, anything that's on your domain. But I like to throw in the computers as well, just as a safety. It really probably doesn't affect it, but you know, I like to add it in there. All right, so now we need to go ahead and edit this GPO, and basically for this GPO, you'll need a string like I was saying, and then also when we go in, we're going to be enabling the properties under computer configuration. So computer configuration, we're here, and like I said, it's a computer configuration, so the policy goes under there, and then from there you're going to go to admin, and let's check this down. So then on the admin, it's a Windows component, right? So right here, and then we're looking for Windows updates. which is right there. So if you scroll over, right, you're looking for what's called specify internet Microsoft updates. So where is this cursor? There you go. You can click the top so it kind of organizes it alphabetically, and then you can scroll down. So where it says specify internet Microsoft update location, right there. This is where we're trying to get into. And if you read this, it will tell you how to set this settings up. So basically, you can go through here and you can look at the ways to actually configure it for the policy and everything that you're going to need. So we're going to enable this policy, right? So that's what we're going to name it. And as you can see where it says right here, let me drag this over. Right here, you want to set, this is where you want to set your updates so they take effect. So in the top right here, we're going to copy, actually, let me see if I could copy my WSUS. I didn't turn on the features, so let's go ahead and so this should be HTTP. And then you want to go with the fully qualified domain name of your WSUS server. So mine is WSUS dot chief dot home dot lab. Right, and then after that you're gonna go with the 8530 port, like we saw earlier over there, right? And you want to set this as the intranet, and then also right there. So setting both of these will definitely help you out. Okay, and then there's nothing else that you need to really set as far as the files. You can set an alternate server if you choose to, but if you go back over here and read this, it will tell you the alternate server configures the updates of the agent. If you're pushing this over SSL, then you'll need to configure SSL in here as well. I have not configured SSL over WSUS yet, but I might make another video for that piece. But basically, once you have this GPO set like this, this is the basics for it. So HTTP, the WSUS name, and then the port number that you're using, and basically that's it. So you can allow proxy, or you can set it for the default. We're just going to keep it by the default. Okay, you don't really have to make any other changes. And then once you're there, you should be able to click OK. Where is this mouse? Now you can look at the other settings that are here as well, as far as turning off auto updates, notifications, software notifications. So like this right here, I would like to enable software notifications, but it's supported only on these boxes if I have them right there. Recommended updates. So yes, turn that on. Turn off auto start notifications. So leave that alone. These are the active hours, so you can set this basically, as you can see right here. If you enable this policy, let's drag this over. If you enable this policy, the PC will not automatically restart after these updates. So if you disable it and have no other group policy in effect, the hours will remain. So basically, you can set this to where the auto restart for updates during active hours, right? We can say 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. good time frame, or we can say not configured. right? Specify, that's where we were at. And everything else should be fine for now. And click OK. And these are additional Windows updates that you can play with inside of this GPO. It's yeah. All right, so once that's good, restart, and I'm gonna go back over here to my box. So since this is now deployed out, soon I should be getting systems over on this box itself. Right, and that's basically it for setting up the GPO. What we could do, we can do a test real quick with like a regular computer system, right? What you'll do, it normally takes a good little while, but we'll do a GPO. It's about a good 20 minutes on a new client, but we can do a test to see where it's pulling the information from, right? So what we could do, let's go ahead and log into a new box. Let's bring up, and let's go to PC03. Let's log in. And what we're going to do is we're going to run our command when we log in to try to detect our WSUS box and pull over as a test, just to pull over the information. So CBG info is actually running nice now. Every time you log in, you get that good background, shows you what system you're working with and all that good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and try. This is a Windows 10 box, so let's open up PowerShell. I don't need administrator, should be able to run it as. This is a regular user, doesn't have any rights to do anything. All right, so the command that we're looking for is called whiskey, so WUA, and then it's no, actually it's so it's WUAUCLT, and then we're gonna do detect now, and we're basically telling it to detect. Then we're going to say report. So we're going to say report now. Cool. So it should go through and pick up the WSUS server. And let's go ahead and make sure, let's try to do a GP update on this box as well. And this computer has a name, it's right there. So let's go over here and try to see how long it's going to take. Like I said, sometimes it takes a good little while for the server to pick up, because anything that's not assigned, it will but you guys can play with it at your own. I don't want to make this video too long, right? So this is updating this policy right here. Well, once the GPU is pushed out, eventually you will start seeing it picking up the machines. In fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and try to pause this, and let's see if we can pull in something real quick. All right, so quickly, one thing while this is updating, I want to show you guys. So you can also double check your updates to see if it's coming in. So go to Windows Update Settings, and right here, you see where it says some settings are managed by your organization. This is good because now you know that the GPO was pushed out, and it's going to show you that the policies on your device are being set. And this is the GPO we just set earlier, the Internet Update Service for detecting updates. So that means it's showing that this was set by an administrator and it's a group policy, right? So that means it's contacting the WSUS. The GPO we know was pushed. So that means on the systems are actually letting me know that, okay, this was actually, the GPO was set up. So now it's just up to the WSUS to report any computer systems, which can take sometimes a little bit once it starts pulling some computer systems in. But at least the system itself is talking to it, right? So we know that we're in good hands so far. And I don't want to keep you too long. I just wanted to see if this will actually show up over here, but it's taking a little bit longer than expected, right? Yeah, because all these updates are coming in, but they're not going to be installed yet until we have pulled in some systems. Okay, I'm gonna pause this again and see if I can bring in until I can see if it will actually pull one system in. All right, so one thing I forgot to show you guys during the GP update. Once you're still in here, you need to configure automatic updates as well. So you want to edit this, turn this on to enable. This is one of the good settings you could add. And then up here, number 3 is good. You want to automatically download and then prepare to install. And you can do it during automated maintenance hours too, if you choose every day at 3 o'clock a.m. But at least it'll notify the users once they're logged in that updates are good to go, and whenever we can install is great. All right, so this is a good part of the service that you can also set. But like I did say, go through these and turn them on as needed. But that's one good one I forgot about to show you. All right, so looks like the GPO is set and everything is good. Now we're just waiting on this client to actually communicate, and I'm trying to see if WSUS will actually. Okay, so it looks like one computer. There we go. Awesome. So it reported right here, and as you can see, this is a computer right here that actually came in, and I'm happy that this happened in real time because I was hoping to show you guys this. Sometimes it takes a long time. I've been waiting for about 15 minutes now, just between pauses. But as you can see, this reported. Now you can see that's the computer name, and I'm doing a GPU update over here. So this is connected to this, and you can see if I have updates or whatever that needs to be pushed, it will let me know. I need to pretty much add. Okay, so I'll need to download this guy as well for the WSUS. I thought that was normally built in, but okay. But as you can see, now the machines are coming in. They are pulling little by little, right, with the GPO. So all computers should show up here eventually shortly. I'll just probably have to restart all the systems on my network. and let that GPO push across. But guys, as you can see, we did finally get one computer to report. So it should be the same thing for all of the rest of the machines. They will start populating here shortly once I do a GPU update and have them report to the WSUS server. So that's really all it doesn't take much. You can play with it. I have about 108,000 updates to push to this one box. So I'm going to get started. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video.